Hey guys, so this is gonna be another random video. It is currently 7:38 in the morning. It is Friday, January 20th, and I haven't slept yet. I have not even bothered to wipe off my makeup, which I had setting spray, so it still looks pretty good. Anyway, I wanted to make anything, and I was like, I should probably make something positive. I don't know. So that's what this video is going to be. I'm going to be talking about something I basically stole from one of my favorite YouTubers, amazingphil. He used it in his book, The Amazing Book Is Not on Fire, and then subsequently his tour with Dan, obviously. The Amazing Tour Is Not on Fire, which I saw them May 22nd at Washington, D.C. And I was a part of this segment. So yes, this is the weird kid segment, which I was a weird kid type thing. And I was the first person at the DC show to be mentioned because look, I was a weird fucking kid. Like, it's not even an exaggeration. So I'm going to be talking about 3 instances of how I was a weird kid, including the one that was in The Amazing Tour Is Not on Fire. So the first reason why I was a weird kid, and this was in the DC show, Amazing Tour Is Not on Fire, and yeah, I'm wearing a hat now. It's funny that I'm saying this because it has something to do with presidents. Basically, what they summarized it in the show is that I used to pretend to see dead presidents. It's more complicated than that though. I was really obsessed with Ripley's Believe It or Not. Really obsessed. And I really wanted to be in the book. And I was also really obsessed with ghosts. And I had just watched an episode of this show I liked called Truth or Scare with Michelle Trachtenberg. And I was obsessed with that because I was also obsessed with Buffy. Anyway. And they were talking about, you know, Abraham Lincoln's ghost, seeing that in the White House. And I also had books on this. I had books about ghosts in DC, so I was like, yes. So I wanted to get into the book, and I didn't know how. So I decided to write a letter and lie. And essentially, I said that I could see ghosts. And basically, I said that I saw the ghost of Abraham Lincoln in the island of our court. So that's basically like, there's a lot of townhouses and they're all in like a kind of circle. And in the middle is just like a big patch of land. And we used to hang out on it and stuff. I said I saw Abraham Lincoln's ghost there, and he walked over to the small field that's right next to my house. And when he walked over there, I also saw the ghost of John F. Kennedy. And I described, you know, Abraham Lincoln having a gunshot wound, and so did John F. Kennedy. And for some reason, I said John F. Kennedy had a wound in his eye, which, don't know why I would say that. I didn't know anything about, you know, how he was shot, like where and stuff. And I don't think it would be an eye. I don't know. Wow. I don't know. I said that, they were both standing there, and they basically waved at me and then disappeared. I wrote this. I let my dad read it, and he didn't say anything. He read it and he just put it in the envelope, and I don't know if he ever mailed it or anything. Obviously, I did not make it into the book. So when we went to The Amazing Tour Is Not on Fire, I knew they're doing weird kid things. I'm like, again, a weird fucking child. So I just had so many stories lined up, and I couldn't think, well, like, what's really weird? What will get me in the show? And sure enough, that got me in the show, and it was really awesome. And I really wish like I had a recording of it, because like it's one of my favorite things that has ever happened. The second reason why I was totally weird, and oh my gosh, I was just such a weird child. But anyway, the second thing was a really terrifying, horrible thing for me to have done, and I probably scared the shit out of my mom. This is about the time that I stopped breathing because I fell down the stairs. Sort of. Like, so angry and terrified because she was like, how did this happen? And I lied and I said I fell down the stairs. And then she ended up, you know, finding out that that's not what happened. I don't actually know if that's being a weird kid, more like a stupid kid, but my third and final weird kid story is kind of sweet, actually. I think is about the time I thought I lost my cat. So I used to have a cat named Casper. He was black and white, and I got him when I was very young. I lost him in 2013, January 14th, 2013. Anyway, when I was about 8 or 9, we could not find him. We looked everywhere. We had not seen him like for hours and hours and hours, and we had a problem with him going out sometimes because one of our other cats, Sylvester, had gone outside. Usually he was okay, but sometimes, twice, he got away and was just like in the bushes in the backyard neighbor's yard. But it was still very scary, so Casper would sometimes try to sneak out and stuff, and so we were terrified because we had no idea where he was. We called outside, we put food outside, we searched the house, we looked under the sofas, we looked in the closets, we looked under beds, and we used to have a guest room because one of my family members used to work at the proving ground near us and stayed with us because it was much easier. And so we had a guest room where he stayed sometimes, and that time he wasn't staying there. And I had looked under the bed there, and I did not see my cat. So I was downstairs in the living room just crying my eyes out because I did not know where my cat was, and my parents were still looking, and they're like, he's gonna show up, it's gonna be fine. He's probably in the house, he's probably in the closet, whatever. Because it wasn't responding to anything, so they're like, he's asleep. So then I got really suspicious of my dog. I used to have a beagle named Augie, and August, and he would often get into fights with Casper. And so for some reason 2 and 2 clicked together, and I rushed over to him, and because he was laying on the carpet, basically almost in front of our front door, and I was just like, had tears streaming down my face, and I put my ear up to his tummy, and I just burst into tears because I heard a kind of purring sound. I thought that my dog ate my cat, and my cat was inside of his stomach purring. I thought that the sound of his stomach, digestive system, you know, just the normal sounds that the stomach and intestines make, was my cat purring for some reason, because I had no concept on an actual digestive system or anything like that, or how, you know, chewing food. Like, no, my dog ate my cat whole. So I was sitting on the ground just crying my eyes out, and my mom came down and she was like, what's happening? And I was basically like, there was no consoling me because I was convinced that Augie ate Casper, and my mom's like, you know what, why don't we just wait and see? And somehow I calmed down and I was like, no, he can't be dead. So I was like desperately searching the house, and lo and behold, he was under the guest bed behind like shoeboxes, asleep. So there you have it. I was a weird kid. I think I'm probably going to do more videos like this because I have a lot more stories and I like talking about things, and especially why I was a weird kid, because it's kind of funny, I guess. So if you like this video, it would be really great if you checked out the other videos I make. I make weekly vlogs, I make vegetarian reviews, I do other stuff, and I'm planning on doing other stuff, so it'd be really cool if you checked these things out and made me subscribed. So yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful inauguration day. Bye!